Welcome to this video that shows off some features of Microsoft Azure WebJobs. WebJobs is a way for you to run your code as simple batch processing in the Azure platform, and it is a feature which is now generally available in Microsoft Azure. My name is Magnus Martinsson and I'm a Microsoft Azure Most Valuable Professional, and you can easily reach me if you have any follow-up questions either online or an email below. I did a previous recording called the Hello World Web Job where I go through all of the fundamentals of Azure WebJobs, how to set one up and how to deploy one into Azure. This is not that video. I urge you to go and look at that video first if you haven't done so. I will continue with showing off some features in a separate demo. I'm now going to show you how to do blob bindings for your web jobs in a very straightforward and really cool, powerful way. Here's a scenario where I have two image processing functions, these web jobs. They will trigger, both of them will trigger on an incoming blob when a blob is uploaded to this container here. What will happen then is that they will do some image processing on this image and output the image into a secondary location. So what I do is I get my blob as a stream incoming, and I transform it into a web image, and I do a resize on the image, and then I transfer the web image back into a stream and write it to the output. The second function, the watermark function, does a similar thing. Transfers the stream to a web image, does an add text watermark to the image, and then transfer the image back into an output stream again. But as you can see here, this part is repetitive code, and this part as well. The code is being repeated to do this transformation from input to output. So what I really wanted to do, if I could, was to actually have web image as input and output, and instead do this, right? That's what I would like to do. Oops. Like that. Now the code becomes one-liners and all of the repetitive code goes away. Except that, how can I bind a blob in Azure Storage to web image? How does the web job know how to transform the blob into a web image and back? Fortunately, there is an interface for this inside of the SDK called iCloud Blob Stream Binder of T, which is a way to take a cloud blob and bind it to another type. So when you read it from the input stream, you output the type, and when you write it back, you get the instance of the type and you write it back to a stream. So the implementation of this in this scenario is very straightforward. It's even asynchronous, which is also nice. I actually don't need to download it to a memory stream here, but I do it anyway because I wanted to do the await async thingy there. I actually could have put the input stream straight into there's actually a bug in my code. I'll fix it right now. So what I do is I download to a memory stream, and I take the memory stream and put it into the web image, and I do that asynchronously. In the other when I go the other way, I get my web image as a parameter, and I can just get the bytes from that web image and write it to the output stream in an asynchronous way. So my iCloud Blob Stream Binder implementation called Web Image Binder is inside of my deployable code. And this is cool because using Reflection WebJobs will find these binders and allow me to deploy and use this code straight away, where my blobs are expected to be web images when I both input and output them. Using the iCloud Blob Stream Binder is really powerful and simple, which makes your WebJobs code first of all lose that repetitiveness And also second, you can bind to whatever blob file type you like. If you have any follow-up questions, please don't hesitate to contact me.